What's up, sinners? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got for you guys some Death Battle. This is episode 3 of the new season. So it's Lex Luthor versus Dr. Doom, DC versus Marvel thing. Before they did Lex Luthor versus Iron Man, but that's an old video. I think Iron Man won. But so you guys are gonna see that I skipped the Shadow versus the girl from whatever that anime is called. I think it's Kill La Kill or something like that. I think it's Kill La Kill or something like that. Where she got the scissors and she takes people's clothes off and stuff like that. Yeah, I skipped that one because it wasn't really like, to me personally. I missed it to react to it earlier, and I didn't. It was kind of like I'm not in a rush to see it, not as much as this one is, and it might just be because I wasn't in the mood to watch that, whatever the case might be. But I'm definitely gonna go back to it. So don't worry, I'm gonna go back to it. We definitely gonna check it out because I gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? But for now, I want to watch this one. So we're going to watch this one. And I'm not going to pause as much because it's 19:35. And I always say, it's 19 minutes, 35 seconds. I always say, no, I'm not going to pause. No, I'm not going to pause as much as before because I'm trying to get through this. You know what I'm saying? But I will be pausing, just not as much.
Lex Luthor, CEO of LexCorp and nemesis to Superman.
And Dr. Doom,
I don't know which one I like between the two of them, to be honest with you guys.
Fantastic Four.
The intellect of these two evildoers is unmatched.
I think I would say Lex Luthor though.
But what happens when the geniuses of these spiteful nerds collide? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
10 years!
In the city of Metropolis, soaring above all other structures, one can find atop the tallest building an L.
Who's the dickbag that decided to literally hang that L over everyone's head? Just the one and only Lex Luthor.
Born and raised in Smallville, Kansas, Lex's early life was
been handing out L's.
His father, Lionel, was a scientist doing dubious experiments on Martian Manhunter.
When the lid was cracked on this evil science operation,
first off, he's 6'2". Oh shit, he's tall. Oh shit, I didn't know he was 6'2". Wow. His alias is Sexy Lexi. Just I'm not even gonna explain that. That's wow. And third of all, you a nasty motherfucker. Oh, you nasty. You don't wash his hands because he's evil. He is goddamn diabolical.
asses had to be covered, so Lex and his old man got a convenient memory wipe, reducing Lionel to an alcoholic and setting Lex down a path to get away from his deadbeat dad. Right there with you, bud.
But because this is comics, that's just Lex's story in one continuity.
In another, he's a mad scientist. In another, he's a self-made billionaire. And in yet another, he was friends with Superboy until Superboy made him bald. No wonder this guy's so cynical.
Regardless of which Lex we're talking about, he hates Superman.
That's a fact.
In his eyes, if Superman continues to exist, humanity will become weak and reliant on him, and ultimately perish. Supposedly.
Ever since Soups flew into town, he's been Lex's undoing.
He got it. He always had it out for him too. Like, that nigga can't do nothing without him on his back.
War suit.
This bad boy comes equipped with loads of goodies: a force field, electroblasts, missiles, a chest laser, and wrist blades for all your Batman shanking needs.
Lex has utilized many different energy sources for his suits, but his newest and greatest is the Mother Box, a nigh inexhaustible piece of new god technology with which Lex can create energy beams, repair his suit, and teleport via quantum folding.
The suit can survive a planet exploding and let his old Lex go toe-to-toe with Superman himself.
Well, it is questionable if his suit is directly comparable to Superman going all out, especially with his reliance on kryptonite. But Lex has used it to fight with other DC powerhouses.
Like this orange Bugman Larfleeze, who's basically a one-man Lantern Corps. You know, that band of green boot stuff.
Because Larcy does the, he's in the Orange Lantern Corps. And his is greed. His is greed.
You can cross the universe in under an hour.
Knowing DC has a universe at least 100 trillion light years across, this would
require
the
whole Green Lantern Corps?
5 quintillion times the speed of light.
Or how about the time Green Lantern Kyle Rayner held back the Big Frickin' Bang?
Much of Lex's tech is relegated to the war suit, but he does have on-hand gadgets too, such as a heat ray, robot replicas called Lexbots, and a special barrier that temporarily turns anything it touches two-dimensional.
It turns you 2D, huh? That sounds like a weeb's wet dream. How does that work?
It's rather simple, actually. By applying higher dimensional physics to a simple 2D grid,
what was that?
And place the form of a three-dimensional object into a lower, flattened form that...
with the moose and the squirrel, that was Bucky.
I knew the old squirrel diet was a good idea.
Damn, I forgot it.
80s tech,
Bucky and Revive?
Sure, he's had his squabbles with Superman, but after Supes died, not when he punched the gray guy when he blew up this punk Denny, he gained a newfound respect for the Man of Steel and took up his mantle. Maybe he isn't the bald psycho.
Rocky and Revive, right? No, yeah.
Doubtful.
Yeah, Rocky and Revive, something like that.
One thing. He really wants to be Superman himself.
He jelly. It would explain why he made the Everyman Project, an experiment meant to turn normies into superhumans.
Unfortunately, Lex's genes were not compatible. He still went through the procedure, but even after some voluntary organ harvesting, he only had 6 months to live.
Oh shit.
Wow, Lex really does want to be Superman, even if it kills him.
But if Lex can't be Superman, he might as well make himself the one person that Super Citizen has to answer to. Which is why Lex decided to, what else? Run for president.
Can you imagine a president who's an evil billionaire and hates aliens?
Imagine.
So unrealistic.
He became president just to get back at one person.
And became all the worse when he learned he could neither be nor control Superman. Take, for example, the time he made a cure for his sister's terminal illness.
Well, that doesn't seem so bad.
And then reinfected her with that same illness seconds later, just to prove he could.
Jesus Christ! Never mind, he's evil. Why would anyone work for this guy?
Lex's outlook on life actually gained a big following. After traveling millions of years into the future, because comics,
Lex saw Batman identity? Basically, believe without kryptonite, defeated Supergirl, Shazam, lost your Brainiac.
Superheroes, instead embracing who they were deep down. Selfish and greedy animals.
So he literally inspired a philosophy around being the opposite of Superman.
Apparently. Isn't it ironic, though, that even those who chose to follow Lex's ideals called this philosophy doom?
Huh.
We call it
I guess
doom.
Lutheran was already taken. Anyways, his fanboys from the future might consider it their doom, but to Lex, his ideals are everything. And to his credit, they have seen him through some pretty heavy stuff.
Like outsmarting Brainiac, getting tortured by Joker.
And getting shot out of a helicopter by a gorilla.
Oh!
Don't worry, somehow he got better.
Oh!
Completely stripped of everything, standing before an almighty
How?
God. Lex Luthor will continue to defend his ideals. This harbinger of doom is truly beyond comprehension. Or so he says.
Who is it, Superman? Lex Luthor, the greatest criminal mind of our time.
At first glance, Latveria appears to be a humble nation located in the center of Europe, but within its borders may be the greatest threat the world has ever known.
That threat being the malevolent king, Dr. Doom.
But Doom did not start out as a king. Born as a Romani, Victor Von Doom had a tumultuous childhood. After his mother's soul was taken by the demon Mephisto, and his father died on the run from an evil baron, Doom did what any mad scientist would do, and began making inventions.
Like his own robot replicas, and Marvel's favorite retcon device, the Doombots. That sounds familiar.
The technical wonders he made, while also scamming people,
He's 6'7"?
were so great the Empire State
Second
University
alive.
offered him a scholarship.
Bro, he is second in line for Sorcerer Supreme. So if Doctor Strange died, that's all him? That's crazy. How?
And so began a good old college try by Doom.
There, Doom built a device to communicate with his mother in the underworld.
I remember Reed Richards then, right?
Because of a miscalculation that may or may not be thanks to the thing, it blew up in his face. Literally.
It's okay, though. After the explosion gave him a nasty scar, Doom ventured to Tibet, where some monks did him a solid and helped him build a suit of armor.
Made from a mastery of science and mysticism, Doom's titanium armor
goes
beyond the wonders of ordinary technology and into the absurd.
It's the Swiss Army knife of power armors, complete with electrical blast, a device that scrambles brain neurons, and a laser staff that doubles as a technovirus.
At full power, the suit can break through an adamantine coffin. and allegedly contains pieces of the cross that Jesus Christ himself was crucified on.
Just in case a pesky Dracula comes your way, which he did. With this suit, Doom easily conquered Latveria and overthrew the Baron who gave him so much trouble years back. Aha! Take that, asshole!
Seeing how prosperous his rule was, Doom thought if he could make Latveria better by conquering it, why not make the whole world better by conquering it?
That's hard.
I mean, a Panther God did say he should. Too bad he was always stopped by the
Wait, what?
I mean, a Panther God did say...
I am a bass cat god. The Black Panthers people talk to him? What?
He should. Too bad he was always stopped by the Fantastic Four.
And their leader, Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic.
What?
To put it lightly, Doom
She's from Black Panther, right, Bass?
one time when Doom was being pulled into hell. Rather than try to escape eternal torment, all he wanted to do was burn and scar Reed's face.
To Doom, Reed Richards is a man of unquenchable vanity and unmitigated arrogance, consumed by his own ego at the cost of everyone around him.
That's
I
true.
think Doom might be projecting a bit there.
Though he has failed many times.
Like, real quick, like, yo, Reed Richards really wasn't a good dude. He was really a piece of shit. Like, the way he treated Susan and the way he treated the team and all that. Like, he really was, he was egotistical. Like, I think he had a whole complex. Like, and the funniest thing is Dr. Doom was fake humble about it, too. Like, he fake be on his
To
humbleness.
conquer the world, Doom certainly has the arsenal to do so.
Antimatter guns, bombs that transmute
At least
things
to me.
to chrome, a molecular expander that turns tiny particles into boulders, and time shift bombs that'll send you several seconds into the past.
But his most interesting gadget is the Cosmic Power Siphon. While not particularly fashionable, at least before he implemented it into his suit, the siphon has absorbed and stolen the powers of numerous cosmic entities.
You might be asking, if Doom has all these gadgets, why doesn't he use them more often?
Where's
Well, in
this
his
from?
own words, Doom's reasons are his own. Do not question them.
But Doom is more than just a scientist. He's also a magician. In fact, a contender for Sorcerer Supreme. As such, he can employ all manner of magic spells.
Oh, he knows
Barriers,
magic?
Teleportation, mystical energy blasts.
Okay, I thought it was
If he
science.
ever wants to Freaky Friday a foe, he can use a mind swap technique he took from the Ovoids to switch bodies.
Like this.
Oh, how do you walk with these scrawny legs? This one isn't even a gun.
Why are there 6 of you? Am I drunk? Dummy, change us back.
It should come as no surprise that a multi-classing nerd like Doom has taken
It's like
on
the
some of
Mariner
Marvel's
resist the mind
toughest
control from
heroes.
Purple Man.
He's
There's
faster than
blah,
Reed
blah. Click on
Richards,
it.
who reacted to interstellar beams fired by Galactus,
Oh.
and has even deflected Thor's hammer.
The same hammer that flew Thor across the universe in
He beat
seconds.
Silver Surfer.
Knowing Marvel's universe has a diameter of at least 1 trillion light years, Mjolnir must have been moving over 2 quintillion times the speed of light.
And that's not even getting into Doom's battles with the Green Universe Clapper, the Hulk.
Or the no-holds-barred punch he took from Sentry with only 7% of his suit's power left.
With so much tech and magic, it's a wonder Doom ever loses.
Well, for all his achievements, Doom does have one insurmountable weakness.
What is he, like Reed?
Squirrels.
What?
I knew it! Nobody's a match for those little bastards but
You gonna
me.
explain it?
But hey, as long as he stays on Bucktooth's good side, he should be alright.
He also has a bad habit of
He
just
said, "Oh, it's
using
you."
godlike power at the worst of times.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
His
squirrels
control
are
over
scary
the
as
power
hell.
Cosmic was taken by
I don't
a
like squirrels. They're cute, but I don't like them.
stealing super airplane.
Still, Doom persevered and became the god emperor of everything. Until Mr. Fantastic stole his powers away.
Oh boy, if Doom already hated Reed, what did he think of him after that?
That shit is
Surprisingly,
annoying.
Doom's time as a god caused an epiphany of sorts. He looked back on his actions, his ego finally shattered, and in his reflection was left with a desire to fix his ways.
So he took up the role of Iron Man of all people, stopped being so world-conquering, and became a good guy.
Just for a little bit, don't worry.
Wait, what?
Surprisingly, Doom's time as a god caused an epiphany of sorts. He looked
I'll read
back
this.
on his act.
And it was then that a sudden and simple notion struck me. It was if the selfish act of ultimate power was not calling, then maybe the opposite could be true.
His ego finally shattered, and in his reflection was left with a desire to fix his ways.
And that is why I decided to abandon my villainous ways and take up the mantle of one of the few men I respected. Oh, he like
He
Tony?
took up the role of
Say Lee. I'll pick the man, so I'll be Iron Man.
Iron Man of all people, stopped being
Oh.
so world-conquering, and became a good guy.
Just for a little bit, don't worry. He was back to being a maniacal would-be conqueror soon enough.
Comic book status quo.
It seems a literal
That's dope,
multiverse-scale
though.
intervention couldn't keep Doom from being Doom.
Your plan to destroy them has failed, Master.
Failed.
Uh-oh.
Dr. Doom does not fail.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want to be as bold and confident as Lex and Doom, try out Blue Chew.
You know, it takes a lot of bravery.
We're not doing that. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry. We're gonna head straight to it.
Oh, a visitor.
Mr. Luther, your company has invaluable resources for the people of Latveria. I will be seizing them.
Latveria? What an exquisite place to start a corporatocracy.
You wretch!
Pathetic.
Oh.
A mechanical replica.
It's called a Lex bot, you knuckle-dragging buffoon.
Its design is rather ingenious. Not as ingenious as mine, of course. But enough talk. Let us end these charades.
With pleasure.
What is this confounded contraption?
Two-dimensional morphographic technology.
But don't
I haven't
tell him.
perfected it, but it's more than enough to exterminate an imbecile like you. Enough to exterminate an imbecile like you.
What? Fool! You fell for my time shift bomb! Now, foot dive! Foot dive!
Oh! That combo!
Got you. What a farce! Impossible!
Impossible. That word has no meaning for someone like me. What about you?
Now Lex is handing it to him, I'm not gonna lie.
That box. It's marvelous. And wasted on your incompetence.
Oh!
Pitiful. What kind of a man are you?
A Superman.
Oh, he bullshitting it. Alright, do you think? Oh, that's from the Injustice game.
Still hiding behind this hideous mask, Tin Man? Let's show your true face the light of day!
Don't you
Oh,
see it? That mask is my true face.
oh, oh! Woo! Oh, he split this nigga in half. Oh! Yo, he's smooth with it, y'all. Nah, that's fire.
This power, it's like that of the gods. Beneath me.
He said this is like a power of a god beneath me.
Never pinning him to it.
Having a slight speed advantage and a stronger suit by most
Oh.
measures, Lex was able to hold his own with Doom for a time.
Yo!
And sure, Lex could counter some of Doom's arsenal, but he couldn't defend against being transmuted to chrome, being blasted with antimatter, or getting his nerves scrambled from the inside.
What's more, Lex's mind has been swapped before, once with Superman, funnily enough.
Meaning if things got desperate, there was nothing to stop Doom from pulling a Captain Ginyu on Lex and swapping their minds.
Lex's mother box was certainly a powerful device, but he never quite mastered all of its potential. Not to mention, Doom's ace in the hole, the cosmic power siphon, has drained and stolen similar energy sources time and time again.
Galactus, Silver Surfer, and even the friggin' Beyonder. Yeah, I know, this mulleted doofus doesn't look like much, but he apparently has millions of times the power of the entire Marvel multiverse.
Damn.
And the siphon took all of it. There's no way the Mother Box could stand up to a device like that.
Thus, it was only a question of if Doom could bide his time before turning the tables on Lex.
And given all the beatdowns he's survived from Marvel heavy hitters like Hulk and Sentry,
I'm about to say, there's no way Dr. Doom losing this.
Lex's tech was an impressive challenge that had the stats to contend with Doom, but against Doom's bewildering gadgets, magical trickery, and power-stealing siphon, the advantage was in the Doctor's court.
Too much stuff popping up. My boy, y'all.
claimed his victory. Hopefully Lex isn't a sore loser.
The winner is Dr. Doom.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. Come back next week to see
He
previews of our
fucked him
upcoming
up.
matchups.
I'm not gonna lie. He fucked him up.
The box is right around here, and you can always pick up some
He got him,
merch at store.research.com.
He annihilated him. Who's this? I only know one of them. One of them's from Tekken. The other one I don't know about. Hiacha versus Geese. Alright, you guys. If you guys like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys next time.